Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Atlantic Cape Community College, home of the Buccaneers. We're coming to you tonight from Mays Landing, New Jersey, in Hamilton Township for this evening's game between the Buccaneers of Atlantic Cape and the Owls of Union County College. The Owls come into tonight's contest with a record of 11-10. Their head coach is Devon Stanberry. Tonight, the Buccaneers, coached by Coach Ragland, are 17-5. This is a rematch of the game that took place on December 16th up in Union County, of which the Buccaneers came out on top due to David Coit having 37 points that night up at Union County. We will be back shortly. Union County Owls, their lead players are Ibn Lynn, who averages 20 a game, Isaiah McCullum, 13, Amir Lynn, 13, and Stefan Fontroy, 11. And, of course, as you know, if you followed the Atlantic Cape Buccaneers, they're led by David Coit and Richard Jones in the backcourt, and Swello Young and Najee Wright, along with Cosme Almeida. We will be back shortly with this evening's starting lineups.
We live in a community that cares. We make sure everyone eats, everyone plays, everyone stays warm, and everyone is protected. We support our youth in organizations that teach the value of community and self-worth. We make strides against breast cancer every day. Together, in this community, we make a difference. RK Chevrolet, RK Kia, and RK Subaru, proudly serving our community since 1982.
It's so easy. They basically said, look, you can get a no money down lease. Sunrun comes in, puts in the panels, puts in the batteries, takes care of everything. And the price that you pay for your electricity is going to end up being cheaper than what you're going to get from the utility. So to my mind, it's a no-brainer. I actually can't wait to go out and tell my friends about this.
Okay, let's review those starting lineups for this evening's contest between the Union County College Owls and the Atlantic Cape Buccaneers. Starting for Union County, number 1, a 6'1 sophomore from West Philadelphia, Stefan Fontroy. Also starting is number 3, Amir Lynn, a 6'4 freshman from Hillside. Number 5, Isaiah McCallum, a 6'7 sophomore from Orange, New Jersey. Number 11, Ibn Lynn from Hillside, New Jersey, who is a 6'6 sophomore. And number 15, Christopher Lattimore, 6' sophomore from West Orange. Najee Wright, Richard Jones, Jonathan Cosme Almeida, David Coit, and Ansuelo Young are your Buccaneer starters. And we're underway. Ball's in the hands of Fontroy. Over to Lynn. Inside to McCallum. McCallum kicks back out to Fontroy. Fontroy comes off the McCallum screen. Back inside to McCallum. Little baby left-hand hook, no good. Rebound goes out of bounds, and the possession will belong to the Buccaneers of Atlantic Cape. Union County picking up full court man. Ball gets inbounded back into the hands of Najee Wright. Being covered by Ibn Lynn. Now into the hands of Richard Jones. Richard Jones dribble drives to the right, attempts to feed, attempts to go block to Ansuelo Young. Pass tipped away and out of bounds. Possession belongs to the Bucks. Najee Wright to inbound. Into the corner to Jones. Back up top to Wright. 16-foot jump shot, no good. Ball gets tipped out of bounds off of Ansuelo Young, and possession now belongs to the Owls of Union County. Fontroy to point guard. He'll be bringing up, now hands off to Christopher Lattimore, who crosses the timeline. Lattimore to Lynn, Lynn to McCallum, and McCallum lays it in. Good dish, dribble drive penetration by Amir Lynn. Dish to the block to McCallum, who lays it in for 2. First bucket of the game, 2-0 Owls. David Coit with the basketball for the Bucks. To the corner to Richard Jones. Jones dribble drive with the right hand, pull up 15-footer, no good. Rebound by McCallum of the Owls. McCallum crosses the timeline, dribble drive with the right hand. Gets all the way underneath the basket, kicks back out. Dribble drive by McCallum is no good. His rebound and putback is good. And Ansuelo Young now with the basketball for the Bucks. Now to Coit. Coit being covered by Amir Lynn. Pass to the wing to Jones. Ball's now in the hands of Najee Wright. Hand off to David Coit. David Coit dribble drive with the left hand to the left baseline. Kicks back out to Jones. Jones' three-point field goal is no good. Rebound by number 1 for the Owls, Stefan Fontroy. We have a stoppage in play due to the shot clock not starting. They put 26 on that, and right in front of us will be the Owls inbound. Lattimore inbounds to Amir Lynn. His three-point field goal from the corner, no good. Rebound by the Buccaneers, Wright. Into the hands of Richard Jones. Throw ahead to Ansuelo Young, who dunks it. No foul called on the play, but there could have been. What a throw-ahead pass by Richard Jones, and Ansuelo Young knew exactly what to do with that, and that's dunk it home for 2. Three-point field goal by Ibn Lynn is no good. Ball now in the hands of David Coit, who crosses the timeline for the Bucks. Passes to Najee Wright. Over to Richard Jones. Richard Jones to Cosme Almeida. Cosme Almeida comes off the Young screen. Can't get anywhere. Passes to Wright, who now goes to the block to Young. Young with the baby jump shot. No good. Cosme Almeida fights for the rebound but loses that battle. Now into the hands. Throw ahead pass to Amir Lynn. Attempts to get all the way to the basket but drives too far under the basket. Can't get the field goal attempt off. Richard Jones comes back in transition for the Buccaneers. Reverse layup with the right hand is good, and we're tied at 4. No one stopped the basketball for the Union County Owls, and Richard Jones was able to get all the way to the left-hand side and then under the basket for a reverse put-up and in. Ball now into the hands of Isaiah McCallum. Now kicks back out, and McCallum loses it. Richard Jones comes for the Bucks in transition. Kicks it to Najee Wright. Najee Wright loses the basketball, and back in transition come the Owls, and Fontroy will lay it in with the left hand for 2. Lead is now 6-4 for Union County. Najee Wright with the basketball on the left wing. Out top to Coit. Coit dribble drive penetration with the right hand. No good. Kicks back out to Richard Jones for a 3. He lined it up, and down it went. David Coit dribble penetration, kick out to Jones, and down goes the 3, 7-6 Buccaneers. Ibn Lynn over to his brother Amir Lynn. Amir Lynn kicks to the far corner to Fontroy. Fontroy, as he goes to dribble drive on the head and ball fake of the jump shot, steps on the sideline. He's out of bounds, and the possession will now belong to the Buccaneers of Atlantic Cape. We have our first substitution for Atlantic Cape. Number 10, Justin Boston, comes into the game for Cosme Almeida. Inbounds pass to David Coit. David Coit with the right hand, pull up 14-foot jump shot off the back of the rim, no good. And Swello Young collects the floor rebound on the baseline, kicks it back out to Richard Jones, and the Bucks will restart. Again, man-to-man defense by the Owls. Dribble handoff to Boston. Boston the right. Wright tries to pass into the post, and Swello Young goes off, and Swello Young and out of bounds. Turnover by the Bucks. Ball now to Union County. Ball into the hands of Amir Lynn. Over to Isaiah McCullum. McCullum dribbles to the left side. Passes to Ibn Lynn. Ibn Lynn tries to go baseline. His shot and dribble drive attempt is blocked. It goes out of bounds with 18 left on the shot clock. The ball is still in the possession of Union County. Into Isaiah McCullum. His shot is blocked. In transition comes the Buccaneers. Richard Jones skip past to Coit. Coit dribble drive with the right hand to the baseline. Good dish to Ansuelo Young, who lays it over the front of the rim for 2. David Coit got to the right hand, drew the defensive help, and he was able to dish it into the center of the paint to Young, who lays it in for 2. McCollum tries to take Young to the basket for the Owls. His shot is no good. Rebound by the Buccaneers, Najee Wright. 9-6 lead for the Bucks. Coit with possession of the basketball. Over to Justin Boston. Justin Boston dribble drive, pull up 17-footer, blocked. We have a possession that's going to belong to the Bucks of Atlantic Cape. Ball battled for on the rebound. Loose ball went out of bounds off of McCullum. So with 9 left on the shot clock, Buccaneer possession. Inbound to Richard Jones. Richard Jones on his own, being covered by Amir Lynn. Kick pass, cross court to Boston. Boston shot with 2 on the shot clock is no good. Rebound by Ibn Lynn. Ibn Lynn crosses the timeline for the Owls. Top of the key, pass to the corner to Christopher Lattimore. Ball rotates around, back to Ibn Lynn. His 3-point field goal is no good. Justin Boston skies for the rebound for the Buccaneers. Possession to the Bucks. Richard Jones with the basketball at the top of the key. Looking to take Amir Lynn off the dribble. Pass to the wing to Cosme Almeida. His 3-point field goal is lined up, and down that goes. Catch and shot for Cosme Almeida with a 3-point field goal from right in front of the Owls bench, and it's now 12-6 Atlantic Cape. Pass goes inside to Isaiah McCullum. He scores the bucket for the Owls and gets fouled. That foul's on number 4, Jonathan Cosme Almeida. His first, team first. McCallum will go to the line and attempt to complete a 3-point play. Three-point field goal is completed. As the foul shot goes in for McCallum. 12-9 Bucks. David Coit with the basketball. Comes hard down the right-hand side. Beats everyone down the floor. Coit wanted a goaltending call, but nothing was called. And we now have a travel as the Owls come back in possession. Stefan Fontroy attempts to get all the way to the rim himself, as Coit just did, and he loses possession of the basketball and travels with it. Buccaneers back in possession of the ball. 13:07 left here in the first half. Justin Boston attempts to get all the way to the rim. His shot is blocked and out of bounds. Possession will belong, or I should say stay with, the Buccaneers of Atlantic Cape. Into the game right now is number 24, checking in for Richard Jones, is number 24, Aiden Riley. Najee Wright to inbound for the Bucks. Okay, we have a timeout here in the play, an official's timeout with 23 left on the shot clock due to some blood being on the floor, as it appears as though Richard Jones had cut his hand. Our scores, Atlantic Cape 12, the Owls of Union County 9. We'll be back after this.
We live in a community that cares. We make sure everyone eats, everyone plays, everyone stays warm, and everyone is protected. We support our youth in organizations that teach the value of community and self-worth. We make strides against breast cancer every day. Together, in this community, we make a difference. RK Chevrolet, RK Kia, and RK Subaru, proudly serving our community since 1982.
It's so easy. They basically said, look, you can get a no money down lease. Sunrun comes in, puts in the panels, puts in the batteries, takes care of everything. And the price that you pay for your electricity is going to end up being cheaper than what you're going to get from the utility. So to my mind, it's a no-brainer. I actually can't wait to go out and tell my friends about this.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Mays Landing, New Jersey, home of the Buccaneers, here on the campus of Atlantic Cape College. We'd like to thank Kelsey and Kim's Southern Cafe. If you're in the Atlantic City area, go to 201 Melrose Avenue for any type of Southern food and Southern kitchen-cooked meals. Go visit Kelsey and Kim's. Or you can call at 609-350-6800. BFA Sports would like to thank Kelsey and Kim's, and of course, this evening's contest between the Atlantic Cape Buccaneers and the Union County College Owls is being brought to you and presented to you by Jim G and the RK Chevy Group, which is RK Chevy, Kia, and Subaru. We'd like to thank Jim G and the RK Group along with Kelsey and Kim's. As we resume play here, it will be the Buccaneers of Atlantic Cape basketball with 23 seconds left on the shot clock. It'll be Justin Boston inbound for the Bucks. Throws it up top, caught by Cosme Almeida, over to the right side to Coit, who misses a three. That rebound is by Fontroy, and we have a traveling violation as Fontroy, when he lands to the floor, falls on the floor, and that is a traveling violation. I apologize, we now have a foul call. The foul will be on. No, we don't. I'm sorry. We have 20 on the shot clock. Cosme Almeida's three goes down again. I'm sorry. They were addressing a shot clock. They wanted it to be put at 20 seconds. It was a traveling violation, and it's now 15-9 Buccaneers. Owls with the basketball. Amir Lynn has it. Over to Lattimore. Lattimore into the corner to Ibn Lynn. That jump shot, 15-foot jump shot from the baseline, is no good. Coit with the basketball for the Bucks as he crosses the timeline. Guard-to-guard pass to Justin Boston, now into the hands of Najee Wright. Najee Wright into the corner for David Coit, and his three goes down. David Coit relocated from the wing to the corner. Najee Wright found him, and the open three went down for Coit. Back come the Owls of Union County. Isaiah McCollum's little baby hook shot is no good. However, Ibn Lynn is there for the rebound and the putback. Just under 12 minutes left here in the first half. Coit with the basketball to the right wing to Justin Boston. Boston to Cosme Almeida. Almeida back to David Coit. David Coit goes to throw an entry pass to Cosme Almeida. That pass is picked. And in transition come the Union Owls. And count the bucket for Stefan Fontroy. Substitutions into the game. Coming in for the Owls of Union County's number 21, Jake Foley. And back into the game for the Buccaneers of Atlantic Cape is number 13, Answello Young. There is a wet spot on the floor, which was the reason for our delay. It was an official timeout. That has been taken care of. 30 on the shot clock for the Bucks, who are in possession. And up 5, with our score being 18-13. Coit to Cosme Almeida. Cosme Almeida to the foul line to Young. Ansuelo Young looks to go baseline to Aiden Riley. Off Aiden Riley's hand and out of bounds. Back into the game for the Buccaneers for Atlantic Cape is Richard Jones. Back in for Aiden Riley. Jones back in after being seen by Madison Kitchens, our trainer and or doctor in attendance at ringside this evening. Ibn Lin with the basketball to Amir Lin. The brothers play catch. Back into the hands of Amir. Into the corner for Lattimore. Lattimore's baseline pass to McCallum. Caught by McCallum, but tipped away, and on the hustle of the loose ball, the ball goes off McCallum and out of bounds. Possession belongs to the Buccaneers. Coy all the way into the corner to Cosme Almeida, who's wide open. His 3 from that corner is no good. Rebound to Justin Boston. His kick out to Richard Jones. Richard Jones with a head and ball fake, however, kept his pivot foot. And on the head and ball fake, he goes with the right-hand dribble drive and draws a foul on number 15 for Union. That is Christopher Lattimore, his first, their team's first. And into the game for Union County is now Chris Darslin, number 22. Little 1-2-2 zone defense now being played by Union County. Actually, now it's a 2-3 zone. Ball back up top of the key to Richard Jones, and his deep 3, down it goes. One way to beat a 2-3 zone is if you can shoot the ball from three-point range. Richard Jones and Coit can certainly do that. Richard Jones's jump shot was on show and on cue right there. His deep 3 goes down, and it's 21-13 for the Bucks. Foul line area is Ibn Lin to the block to Isaiah McCullum, who puts it in and gets fouled. Fouls on number 13, Ansuelo Young. That's his first. Team second. You can count the bucket as stated for Isaiah McCallum. He's going to go to the line to shoot 1. I'd like to thank you for watching BFA Sports. We're coming to you tonight from Mays Landing, New Jersey, Hamilton Township, New Jersey, home of the Atlantic Cape Buccaneers, bringing you a Garden State Athletic Conference basketball matchup between the Atlantic Cape Buccaneers and the Union County College Owls. 21-15 is our score with 10 minutes left in the first half. Buccaneers possession. Coit with a deep 3. That's no good. Rebound to McCollum. Ball now into the hands of Ibn Lin, and it's passes it, dribble handoff to his brother, Amir Lin. Guard-to-guard pass to Darslin. Darslin back to Amir Lin. 3-2 zone now by the Bucks. Darslin dribble drive along the baseline, pass to McCollum. He loses possession, however, regathers. Baby left-hand hook, no good. Cosme Almeida with the rebound, throw ahead to Coit. Coit's beating everyone down the floor and lays it in with the right hand. Good gather and outlet pass by Cosme Almeida. He found Coit in transition. He got all the way to the rim undisturbed, using the right hand on the left side for 2. Owls in possession. Amir Lin with the basketball. Into the corner to Ibn Lin. Attempts a pass inside to the block to Foley. That's tipped away by the Bucks and out of bounds. 15 left on the shot clock for the Owls. Baseline inbound. Amir Lin finds McCallum. McCallum's double teamed in the corner. His pass to Darslin, who tries to find. Ball's tipped away, regathered by Darslin. His shot is up and blocked by Najee Wright of the Bucks. Out of bounds off the Bucks. Possession still to the Owls of Union County with 7 left on the shot clock. Amir Lin inbounding. Outside to Foley, back to Amir Lin, who now finds McCallum on the baseline. McCallum's got 2 seconds. He puts up a jump shot. That hits nothing. Therefore, we have a 30-second shot clock violation on the Owls. (23-15) is our score. 8:47 left. Jones with the basketball. Now to Coit. Coit over to Najee Wright. To Coit. Back to Jones. Oh, skip past the right. His jump shot from 15 feet is no good. Rebound by Foley to Darslin. Darslin now to Amir Lin. Tries a lob pass in transition to Isaiah McCollum. Unable to connect with that pass. Turnover by the Owls. possession back to the Buccaneers. Returning to the game for the Owls is Stefan Fontroy. He'll give Amir Lynn a breather. And Swello Young catches the ball at the foul line, kicks it outside to the corner to Cosme Almeida. His three-point field goal is off base. In transition comes Darslin for the Owls to the corner to Isaiah McCallum. His three-point field goal is no good. Najee Wright with the rebound into the hands of Jones. Jones looking to take Darslin, steps back out. Now into the hands of Coit, over to Najee Wright. He attempts to go baseline and pulls up from 16 and drains a baseline jump shot. Najee Wright from 16 feet on the baseline, and the lead for the Bucks is now double digits at 25-15. Owls with the basketball into the hands of Darslin. Now into the hands of Fontroy. Fontroy goes baseline, drops it off to Isaiah McCallum. His field goal attempt is no good. However, he's fouled on the play. Fouls on the Buccaneers, number 0, Najee Wright. That's his first and the team's third. To the line for the Owls goes Isaiah McCallum, and he will shoot 2. Connects on the first. Aiden Riley back into the game for the Bucks, replacing David Coit. 3 very experienced and very good officials in this contest in here. Myron Hendrick, Jordan Ablon, and Jason Henzis are your officials in here this evening for this Garden State Athletic Conference matchup. 2 for 2 is McCullum. And we have a timeout called on the play. It's a full timeout. As stated, 25-17 Bucks. We'll be right back.
We live in a community that cares. We make sure everyone eats, everyone plays, everyone stays warm, and everyone is protected. We support our youth in organizations that teach the value of community and self-worth. We make strides against breast cancer every day. Together, in this community, we make a difference. RK Chevrolet, RK Kia, and RK Subaru, proudly serving our community since 1982.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're back at Pitney Hall here on the campus of Atlantic Cape Community College, home of the Buccaneers. We'd like to thank Jim G. and the RK Auto Group, meaning RK Chevy, RK Kia, and RK Subaru. Jim G., very helpful to BFA Sports. We thank you, and very helpful for us bringing all of the high school and collegiate athletics to you. I'd like to thank Jim G. and the RK Auto Group. Our situation here is 25-17, 8-point lead for the Buccaneers, 7:36 left in the opening half. Buccaneers in possession, crossing the timeline with the basketball is Richard Jones. Buccaneers looking at a 3-2 or a 1-2-2 zone defense. Pass to the foul line area to Young. He dribble drives with the right hand, spins into the paint, and walks with the basketball. Traveling violation on Ansuelo Young. Turnover now gives the basketball to the Owls of Union County. Owls of Union County came in at 11-10. Buccaneers came in at 17-5 on the season. Fontroy with the basketball, over guard-to-guard pass to Darslin. To the wing to Jake Foley. Darslin with a dribble penetration. In the middle of the zone, nothing's happening there. He's using his pivot foot. Loose ball, ball becomes loose. Ends up into the hands and picked up by Ibn Lynn, who lays it in. The Owls of Union County catch a break right there as fight for the basketball Lynn ended up being able to pick it up all on his own and right underneath the basket for a putback and lay-in. Jones with the basketball, deep 3 from the left wing. That's no good. Jake Foley with the rebound. Pass to Fontroy, crosses the timeline over to Ibn Lynn. His three-point field goal from deep is just short off the front of the rim. Good box out and rebound by Ansuelo Young. Jones to Cosme Almeida. Ansuelo Young at the elbow. Over to Aiden Riley. His three-point field goal from the corner is no good. Fontroy with the rebound, and in transition comes Fontroy. Pass to Isaiah McCallum, who gets to the rim for 2. Good throw-ahead pass off of the rebound by Fontroy. Gets to the timeline. Throw ahead to McCallum, who lays it in at the bucket for 2. 25-21. 4-point lead for the Bucks. Najee Wright with the basketball. Into the hands of Cosme Almeida. to Richard Jones. Richard Jones dribble drive, and he's fouled on his pass. Fouls on Union County, number 5, Isaiah McCullum. His first, team second. Back into the game for the Bucks is number 10, Justin Boston, and number 11, David Coit. They will replace Aiden Riley and Jonathan Cosme Almeida. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Boston to inbound for the Bucks. Throw to the top of the key. Coit to Boston in the corner. Back to Najee Wright on the wing. Najee Wright out to David Coit. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Richard Jones dribble drive. Floater from 15 feet. No good. Rebound by Ibn Lin, who ends up throwing it away as he's fallen to the floor because he didn't want to travel with it. It ends up into the hands of Vinsuelo Young, who puts it in for 2. Ibn Lin was about to fall to the floor and walk. He tried to pass it to a teammate. It was stolen. Ended up in the hands of Vinsuelo Young, who scored the bucket for the Bucks. Ball taken away by Najee Wright. Dribbling up the floor now for the Bucks is David Coit to Justin Boston. Justin Boston to the foul line area to Najee Wright. His 12-foot jump shot no good. Offensive rebound and put back by Vinsuelo Young is no good. Battle for the loose ball. Ends up into the hands of McCullum for the Owls. Pass up ahead to Fontroy. Fontroy tries to get all the way to the rim. His floater is up and good. That's a really good finish right there by Fontroy. Stefan Fontroy for 2. 27-23 now. Buccaneers in front. 4:38 left in the half. Coit to Richard Jones. Back up top to Justin Boston. His left-hand dribble drive to the corner to Coit for 3, and down that goes. If you do not get a hand and contest a jump shot from David Coit, and sometimes even when you do, he still makes it. But if he's going to be that wide open, that jump shot's going down for David Coit. You can bet on that one. Jake Foley passes inside to Isaiah McCullum. His baby right-hand hook is good, and the Owls answer back. We have a timeout on the play. Buccaneers call a 30-second timeout. 5-point lead here in Hamilton Township.
It's so easy. They basically said, look, you can get a no money down lease. Sunrun comes in, puts in the panels, puts in the batteries, takes care of everything. And the price that you pay for your electricity is going to end up being cheaper than what you're going to get from the utility. So to my mind, it's a no-brainer. I actually can't wait to go out and tell my friends about this.
Looking at the Buccaneers of Atlantic Cape coming out of the huddle here. As they come out of the huddle, they have a 5-point lead. Just over 4 minutes left, 4:07 to be exact. 30-25 is your score. On the floor for the Buccaneers is number 2, Richard Jones, 11, David Coit, Cosme Almeida is number 4, and Vinsuelo Young, 13, and Najee Wright, 0. Looking at a 2-3 zone defense. Union Owls are looking to match up a little bit out of it. Ball inside to Vinsuelo Young. His 8-foot jump shot from the middle of the paint is no good. Rebound battled for, but collected by McCallum. McCallum into hands of Fontroy. Fontroy throws it ahead to Amir Lin. Back to Fontroy. Fontroy back to Amir Lin as they play catch. Fontroy's 3 from distance is up and no good. Rebound by Amir Lin, who lost it on the rebound as he tried to gather his footing on the floor. Loses possession, out of bounds off the Owls. Possession to the Buccaneers. Buccaneers with possession and a 5-point lead. Coit crosses the timeline. Pass to the corner to Jones. Jones back to Coit. Back to the corner to Jones. His 3-point field goal is no good. The Owls, Amir Lin with the rebound. In transition to Jake Foley. Jake Foley to number 15, Christopher Lattimore. Lattimore over to Fontroy, who passes the ball to Amir Lin, who drains a 3 from right in front of the Buccaneer bench, cutting the lead to 2. 30-28, 2:45 left in the half. Vinsuelo Young out to Richard Jones. Back to Vinsuelo Young. Passes to the right side to Cosme Almeida. His pull-up 16-footer no good. Rebound by Lattimore. Lattimore crosses the timeline in a hurry. Dribble drive with the left hand, gets all the way into the paint and loses possession and loses it to the hands of Najee Wright, who passes it to Richard Jones. Richard Jones now up the left side of the floor for the Buccaneers. To Cosme Almeida, to the top of the key to Ansuelo Young. Ansuelo Young on his way, shuffled the feet before dribbling the basketball. Therefore, the travel violation is called and a turnover by Ansuelo Young. Justin Boston comes back into the game and replaces Young. 2-point lead for the Bucks, scores 30-28, and we have 2:15 left in the half. Only 3 team fouls for the Buccaneers and only 2 for the visiting Owls, so neither team is in foul trouble either way. Amir Lynn with a deep 3 from the far wing, and down that goes, giving the Union Owls their first lead of the basketball game at 31-30 with just under 2 left here in the first half. Najee Wright with the basketball into the corner to Justin Boston. Boston back out top to Najee Wright, over to the far corner to Richard Jones. Richard Jones dribble drive with the right hand, gets all the way into the paint and draws the foul. Fouls on number 21, Jake Foley. That will be his first, team third, sending Jones to the line for the Bucks. First one is up and good. Ibn Lynn back into the game for Jake Foley. Second free throw, Jones is up and good. 2 for 2 is Jones, giving the lead back to the Bucks, 32-31. Lattimore with the basketball over to Fontroy. Fontroy back to Lattimore. To the far side to Amir Lynn. Ball stolen by Justin Boston. Throw ahead to Richard Jones. Richard Jones tries to get all the way to the rim, and he's fouled. Fouls on number 15, Christopher Lattimore. That is his second, team fourth. And in transition, Jones able to draw the foul and will go to the line for 2 more. Makes the first. And the second. So in the last minute or so here, Richard Jones is 4 for 4 from the charity stripe, giving the Bucks a 34-31 lead, just under 120, 117 to be exact in the first half. Amir Lynn over to Ibn Lynn. Ibn Lynn from the corner. Skip pass to Fontroy. Fontroy back to Ibn Lynn. Dribble drive with the right hand. Can't get a jump shot off. 9 on the shot clock. Fontroy will put up a 3, and down it goes. Stefan Fontroy for 3, and we're tied with under a minute left here in the first half. Coit to the far corner to Justin Boston. Justin Boston's 3 is up and no good. Rebound to the Owls, Ibn Lynn, and he's fouled by Najee Wright. That's Najee Wright's second, and unfortunately for the Buccaneers, that's a little bit of a foolish one there. 94 feet from the basket, Najee Wright picks up a personal foul. Not in any danger of free throws because the team fouls are 4-side. Possession to the Owls. Lattimore over to the far wing to Fontroy. Fontroy no good with his 3. Coit down with the rebound for the Bucks. And in transition comes David Coit, goes by everybody and scores with the right hand. Nobody got back and stopped the basketball. David Coit beat everybody up the floor, used the right hand and scored at the rim, giving the Bucks a 2-point lead. Shot clocks are turned off as we have 13 seconds left in half. Ibn Lynn goes one, tries to take Richard Jones. His pass over to the far wing to Fontroy is up and good. Fontroy with a 3, giving a 1-point lead to the Bucks. Back comes Coit in transition. His 3-point field goal is up and just short off the front of the rim. No good. Action-packed first half here in a Garden State Athletic Conference matchup between the Union County College Owls and the Atlantic Cape Buccaneers. Our halftime score is Union County 37, the Buccaneers of Atlantic Cape 36. We will see you in a bit.
You'll find the hottest and latest trends in affordable luxury and suburban streetwear at Avenue Black in the Deptford Mall. Their in-house designs, Avenue Black, Urbane, and designed by Charles J., have seen a significant rise in notoriety. Rocked by everyone from Swizz Beatz to Paige Hurd and Romeo Miller, you'll love the affordable high-end boutique store that houses all the best designs, edgy styles, and limited editions at Avenue Black.
We live in a community that cares. We make sure everyone eats, everyone plays, everyone stays warm, and everyone is protected. We support our youth in organizations that teach the value of community and self-worth. We make strides against breast cancer every day. Together, in this community, we make a difference. RK Chevrolet, RK Kia, and RK Subaru, proudly serving our community since 1982.
It's so easy. They basically said, look, you can get a no money down lease. Sunrun comes in, puts in the panels, puts in the batteries, takes care of everything. And the price that you pay for your electricity is going to end up being cheaper than what you're going to get from the utility. So to my mind, it's a no-brainer. I actually can't wait to go out and tell my friends about this.
It's more than a game. It's more than just practice. It's more than coaching.
It's more than learning.
It's more than a team.
Es más que el béisbol.
Being a good teammate.
Being responsible.
It's being a hard worker.
It's learning how to communicate.
It's becoming the best version of myself.
It's more than baseball. It's a program that transforms lives.
And that's why we need your help to transform the baseball field at Atlantic Cape that has gone unused for years. Through the Bring It Home Capital campaign, we'll work to restore and revitalize the field on campus, giving the Buccaneers a true home field advantage, where we can honor their hard work and dedication. We don't just teach these young men how to be better ball players, we teach them how to be better people, instilling values like responsibility, commitment, and dependability. Our players understand that what happens on the field is only part of the picture. What they do in the classroom, at home, and in their communities is just as important as being a well-rounded athlete. Help us bring it home. Let's show these young athletes that there's nothing that can't be accomplished through determination and teamwork. It's more than baseball, it's changing lives, and together we can make a difference.
You'll find the hottest and latest trends in affordable luxury and suburban streetwear at Avenue Black in the Deptford Mall. Their in-house designs, Avenue Black, Urbane, and designed by Charles J, have seen a significant rise in notoriety. Rocked by everyone from Swizz Beatz to Paige Hurd and Romeo Miller, you'll love the affordable high-end boutique store that houses all the best designs, edgy styles, and limited editions at Avenue Black.
We live in a community that cares. We make sure everyone eats, everyone plays, everyone stays warm, and everyone is protected. We support our youth in organizations that teach the value of community and self-worth. We make strides against breast cancer every day. Together, in this community, we make a difference. RK Chevrolet, RK Kia, and RK Subaru, proudly serving our community since 1982.
It's so easy. They basically said, look, you can get a no money down lease. Sunrun comes in, puts in the panels, puts in the batteries, takes care of everything. And the price that you pay for your electricity is going to end up being cheaper than what you're going to get from the utility. So to my mind, it's a no-brainer. I actually can't wait to go out and tell my friends about this.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, welcome back to Pitney Hall here on the campus of Atlantic Cape Community College, home of the Buccaneers. Coming to you from Hamilton Township, New Jersey tonight. We'd like to, BFA Sports, I'm Steve Westcott. We'd like to thank all of our sponsors who help us and allow us to bring these games and sporting events to you. Let's start with Avenue Black. If you're in the Deptford Mall area and you're looking for Avenue Black gear or the Avenue Black clothing line, you can call 856-432-2033. We'd also like to thank Kelsey and Kim's Southern Cafe, located in Atlantic City, New Jersey. That address is 201 Melrose Avenue. If you're looking for a phone number for Southern Kitchen and Southern Food, 609-350-6800. Contact Kelsey and Kim's. Sunrun Solar and Heating, South Jersey solar needs. If you have South Jersey needs here in the South Jersey area, call 844-432-2033. We are back live. Possession of the basketball to start the second half belongs to the Bucks of Atlantic Cape. And Swello Young along the baseline kicks out top to Richard Jones. His three-point field goal off the front of the rim and no good. Buccaneers offensive rebound by Cosme Almeida. Passes out top to Najee Wright to Jones, and now in the hands of Coit. Coit with the dribble drive to the right hand, finds Swello Young, who looks to dunk the basketball, and he can. It's off the front of the rim and no good. In transition come the Owls. Christopher Lattimore all the way to the rim, no good, but he is fouled. That foul's on the Buccaneers, number 2, Richard Jones. And that foul will send Christian Lattimore to the line for the Owls. Leading scorers for the Owls of Union County in the first half was Isaiah McCullum, 15. First one is up and no good for Lattimore. Stefan Fontroy, 12. Amir Lynn, 6. And Amir's brother Ibn Lynn, 4. 37-36 is our score in favor of the Owls. Second one for Lattimore is no good as well. Rebound to the Bucks. Jones to the far wing to Cosme Almeida. To the foul line to Swello Young. To David Coit. His three-point field goal is up and no good. Again, fought for by Cosme Almeida on the offensive glass. However, now in possession of the Owls. Amir Lynn crosses the timeline. Over to Ibn Lynn. He turns the basketball over, and Richard Jones comes up with the loose ball. Into the hands of David Coit. Back to Jones. Skip pass to Cosme Almeida. David Coit directing traffic for the Bucks. Ball and now enters the post to Swello Young. And he shuffles his feet as he turns and makes a move to the basket. Traveling violation on Swello Young. Turnover by the Bucks. We gave you the leading scorers for Union County. We're now going to give you the leading scorers for the Buccaneers of Atlantic Cape. They were led by Richard Jones with 12, David Coit with 10, Cosme Almeida and Swello Young with 6, and Najee Wright with 2. Again, 1 point lead for the Owls, who have possession of the basketball. And it's into the hands of Fontroy, who finds along the baseline Ibn Lynn. His 12-footer is up and no good. Rebound to the Bucks. Coit crosses the timeline. Pass to Richard Jones in the corner for 3, and down it goes. Good find by David Coit. No one was covering Richard Jones. He found him as he crossed the timeline, wide open in the corner, and down went the 3 for Jones, and he now has 15. Amir Lynn with the basketball. Tries to enter it to the post of McCallum. That pass is stolen, and then the Buccaneers turn it over right back. Back to McCollum at the foul line area. His dribble drive to the rim is no good. Knocked out of bounds by Najee Wright. The possession will still belong to the Owls. Good defense, though, by Najee Wright. Able to knock the ball away as McCollum trying to get to the rim. Amir Lynn in the corner, up top to Fontroy. Fontroy crosses to Ibn Lynn. Ibn Lynn skip pass to his brother Amir Lynn. Dribble drive along the baseline. That pass is stolen by Jones. Najee Wright comes up with the loose ball now. Back into the hands of Richard Jones. Finds Coit in the corner. Dribble drive along the baseline. He's fouled. So a possession ago, it was Coit to Jones. This time it's Jones to Coit. Coit unable to get the bucket. However, he's fouled on the play and will shoot 2 from the charity stripe. 39-37 Buccaneers. Coit's first one is no good, and you won't see that often. Coit is as good a shooter as they come, both from the charity stripe and the three-point line. He makes his second, making the lead for the Buccaneers 3. Garden State Athletic Conference matchup tonight from Hamilton Township, New Jersey, and Pitney Hall on the campus of the Atlantic Cape Bucks. McCollum outside to Amir Lynn. That three-point field goal is no good. In transition, and who collects the floor bound is Coit. Up top to Richard Jones. Guard-to-guard pass to Almeida to the foul line, Ansuelo Young. His dribble drive to the basket. We have a tie-up. McCollum gets his hands on the basketball. And we have a jump ball, which will give the possession to the Owls. Justin Boston comes onto the floor, replacing Ansuelo Young for the Bucks. Lattimore to Fontroy. Fontroy to Amir Lynn. Amir Lynn to McCollum. McCollum drives into the paint. Baby right-hand hook is good off the glass. What a good finish right there. That's a good big man post move, and McCollum finished with a baby right hook off the glass. 40-39, 1-point lead for the Bucks. 16:23 left in this one. Cosme Almeida from the corner for the Bucks. That three-point field goal is off. Tipped ahead by Fontroy. What a neat pass, and to the rim is McCollum. That dunk attempt is no good. Back in transition come the Bucks. Ball into the hands of Coit to Justin Boston. Tipped away, however, collected by Najee Wright. Najee Wright settles it down, gets it back out top to Richard Jones, and with 17 left on the clock, the Bucks reset. Richard Jones dribble drive with the left hand to the corner to Justin Boston. That shot is no good. However, Najee Wright with the rebound and a strong finish. There was no foul called on the play. However, Najee Wright was still able to finish through contact for the bucket. Bucks go up 3. Amir Lynn to Fontroy. Fontroy answers back with a three-point field goal from the corner. Good jump shot from the far corner by Stefan Fontroy, and we're all locked up even at 42. Buccaneers with the basketball. David Coit out top of the key, who got the kick out from Najee Wright, and down goes the 3. We just said how good of a shooter Coit is, and if you're going to leave him open, you're probably going to pay the price. Coit was open, and the Owls did on that possession. McCollum drive to the basket, no good. However, he is able to draw a foul. David Coit tried to tip it away from him, thought he had done it successfully without committing the foul. However, the referee did not see it that way. And again, we have a good crew of officials in here tonight. Experienced, very, very good crew of officials with Myron Henrik, Jordan Ablon, and Jason Henzis. McCollum will go to the line to shoot 2. Up and good as the first. Ditto with the second. McCollum makes 2 from the foul line, cutting the lead to 1. 45-44 Bucks in front. Coit on the wing for 3. That jump shot is short off the front of the rim. Rebound into the hands of Ibn Lin. Throw ahead pass to Stefan Fontroy, who walks with the basketball. Didn't put it on the floor before his move to the basket. Traveling violation called. Turnover puts the possession, or brings the possession back to the Buccaneers. Coit crosses the timeline to Justin Boston on the wing right in front of his bench. That three-point field goal is no good. I think the Bucks would like to run a set right there rather than just one pass jump shot. You can get that look if you're the Buccaneers anytime you want. The Owls will give you that one. I think they wanted to run a set there rather than just one pass to Boston, who lets a deep three go from right in front of his coach, Coach Ragland. Turnover by the Owls. Ball tipped away by Najee Wright. Richard Jones collects it and crosses the timeline. Dribble drive with the left hand, gets all the way to the rim. That's no good. Ansuelo Young follows and tries to put it back in. That's no good. Loose ball on the floor. Both teams hustling, and we have a tie-up and a jump ball called. The possession arrow will belong to the Bucks. Checking into the game for the Owls of Union County is Chris Darsland, number 22. He replaced, I believe, Amir Lin. Darsland, Lattimore, Fontroy, Ibn Lin, and McCallum on the floor for the Owls. Inbounds pass by Najee Wright is tipped away and out of bounds. Possession remains the Bucks. Inbounds to Coit. Coit to the wing to Richard Jones. That's no good. Rebound by Ansuelo Young. His putback is no good. Richard Jones fights for the rebound, and it'll go off Richard Jones out of bounds. Possession to the Owls of Union County. Union County entered this game 11-10. The Bucks entered at 17-5. These two teams played way back on December 16th. Buccaneers up at Union County came out with a win after being led by David Coit's 37 points that night. This one is much closer than that one was, however. We have a one-point contest with 13:50 left. Justin Boston receives the pass from Coit on the baseline. His skip pass to Najee Wright. Back to the baseline to Ansuelo Young. The Bucks will reset and put it in the hands of Coit. Coit directing traffic, guard-to-guard pass to Jones, who throws it to the corner to Justin Boston, and down goes his three. Good reset by the Bucks. That's what they wanted, a set run, which is what Coach Ragland was calling. Good guard-to-guard pass to the corner, and down goes the three by Justin Boston. Making the lead 4 for the Buccaneers. Missed field goal attempt by the Owls, and back come the Bucks. Little hand check violation right there as David Coit was being pressured by Christopher Lattimore. Hand check violation called. That will be Lattimore's third, the team's second. No one really in foul trouble here on either team. There are only 4 fouls each way in the first half. Ansuelo Young receives the pass at the foul line, kicks it to David Coit in the corner for 3. That field goal is no good. Down with the ball comes Darsland. Cross-court pass to Fontroy. Fontroy dishes to McCallum and lays it up and in. Good transition basketball by the Owls of Union County. Cutting the Bucks lead to 2. Jones has it to the corner to Justin Boston. He's looking to take that 3 again, the one he just made, however, does not. Receives a pass from the foul line area from Najee Wright. This time, Justin Boston does release that 3 from the same spot, and it goes down again. Back-to-back threes by Justin Boston. 5-point lead for the Bucks, 51-46. McCollum with the basketball for the Owls. Loose ball collected by Darsland. Up top, over to the corner to Ibn Lin, and down goes a 3. Justin Boston makes 2 threes. Ibn Lin comes back with 1 of his own, and the lead's 2. 51-49 Bucks. Richard Jones now with the basketball. Guard-to-guard pass to Coit. Coit with the dribble drive with the left hand. Skip pass to the corner. That one's picked and stolen by Stefan Fontroy. In transition come the Owls, and Fontroy with the basketball. His floater to the basket's no good. Collected offensive rebound by Darsland. Darsland attempts to go up, and he comes back down with the ball. No block shot or jump ball called. They're actually going to call a traveling violation on Chris Darslin. Cosme Almeida comes back into the game for Atlantic Cape, and he replaces Najee Wright. David Coit with the basketball. To the wing to Justin Boston. Back to Coit. Guard to guard to Jones. Jones to Boston. To the wing to Coit. They're looking for Insuelo Young in the post. Can't find him. Coit goes all the way to the basket. Can't score, but he's fouled. Foul is on Isaiah McCullum, his second, team third. From our angle, you could see David Coit wanted to try to enter the ball to Insuelo Young. Defender did a nice job in getting on the front side of Young, unallowing or not allowing the entry pass. Coit said, I'll take it myself and get to the front of the rim. And he misses the first. Makes the second, 1 of 2. Making the lead 3 with 11:30 left in the second half. 3-2 zone defense being played by the Bucks. Ball's into the corner to Ibn Lynn. Ibn Lynn back up top to Lattimore. Lattimore to Amir Lynn to Fontroy. Back to Amir Lynn. His three-point field goal from the corner is no good. Rebound to the Bucks and Insuelo Young. Bucks will take their time bringing the ball up the floor here with Coit, and he Coit's pass to Richard Jones. Jones to Young. Young, 15-footer from the foul line, up, no good. Richard Jones fights for the rebound, can't collect it. Ball into the hand of Stefan Fontroy, who crosses the timeline. Guard-to-guard pass, almost a backcourt violation, but none called. And I believe it was a good no call. I think he just got across. Three-point field goal by Ibn Lynn was no good. On the offensive rebound, Isaiah McCallum picks up an over-the-back call, and that'll be his third with 10:40 left in the second half here. So you're going to have to keep your eye on the Owls' big man. Isaiah McCallum now with 3. 10:38 left in the second half. Insuelo Young from the elbow. Jump shot no good. Rebound into the hands of McCallum. Now the ball into the hands of Lattimore. His pass into the post is tipped away and stolen. Jones back in transition for the Bucks, gets all the way to the rim, dishes to Najee Wright, who then dishes to Cosme Almeida as he cuts to the basket, and Cosme Almeida will lay it in for 2. Good job by the Bucks being patient and finding the trailer on the play, which was Cosme Almeida, who laid it in for 2. We have a kicked basketball by the defense. Substitution for the Bucks, and that is David Coit. He'll replace Insuelo Young. Officials get together. Looks like they wanted something different on the shot clock. However, they agree to play it right here from the 25-second mark of that shot clock. Baseline jump shot by Fontroy is no good. David Coit with the rebound. Throw-ahead pass to Justin Boston, who dunks it with 2 hands. What a great find by David Coit. Boston was ahead of everyone, and Ibn Lynn comes back and tries to answer the bell with a dunk of his own. Ibn Lynn's falls short, though. His dunk attempt hits the front of the rim and is no good. Here's your RK Chevy and Subaru replay of the game. Justin Boston with a 2-hand dunk. Ibn Lynn's response was short and hit the front of the rim. The ball goes out of bounds off of... Oh, I'm sorry, we had a foul. We had a foul on Isaiah McCallum, who picks up his 4th. Buccaneers in possession. They cross the timeline. No one stops the basketball. David Coit was able to, all on his own, get all the way to the rim as he brought it up the floor. Nobody stopped the basketball. Coit finishes with a bucket and gets the foul. Buccaneers starting to stretch this lead. Looking to complete the 3-point play is Coit. Foul shot is up and no good. So the lead is 9. 58-49 Bucks, 9:38 left. Amir Lynn with the basketball for the Owls. Back up top to Lattimore. Lattimore to Ibn Lynn. Ibn Lin, dribble drive with the right hand, able to get all the way to the rim, cannot score, cannot finish. However, he's fouled and will shoot 2. Fouls on number 10, Justin Boston for the Bucks. That's his first, team third. Owls have 16 fouls, and that is 3 now for the Buccaneers. To the line for the Owls is number 11, Ibn Lin. Lin makes the first. And the second. 2 for 2 trip for Lin from the charity stripe. 58-51 Bucks. Cosme Almeida from the corner. Dribble drive with the right hand, able to get all the way to the rim. His field goal attempt or layup is no good. However, he gets his own rebound, puts it back up, and is fouled. Sheer hustle by Cosme Almeida. Fouls on number 21, Jake Foley for the Owls. Cosme Almeida to the Atlantic Cape Buccaneers, believe it or not, from Denver, Colorado. He will shoot 2. Makes the first, nothing but net on that attempt. Sheer hustle off his miss. Was able to collect his own rebound. Get fouled on his putback. However, he misses the second, so it's a 1 for 2 trip. 59-51. Owls cross the timeline. Ball's in the hands of Ibn Lin. Again, the Buccaneers still in the 3-2 zone. Over to Fauntleroy, back to Ibn Lin. He dribble drives, dish to Lattimore. His shot attempt is no good. However, he's fouled on the play. Fouls on number 0, Najee Wright. That's his third, team fourth. Ibn Lin having a little bit of success here in the last couple minutes of dribble penetration from the top of that zone. This time he was able to dish it to Christopher Lattimore. And where the player fell, there's some moisture on the floor. So as we clean that up, that is now taken care of, and Lattimore will step to the line to shoot his first of 2, and down it goes. Second shot is up and good. Christopher Lattimore, 2 for 2 from the foul line, cutting the lead to 6. David Coit with the basketball. Dribbles to the top, passes to the top to Jones. Jones guard to Coit. Coit dribble drive with the right hand all the way to the rim and scores. No one stepped in to help. He found a gap in the zone defense and was able to get all the way to the rim and score with the right hand. We now have a delay of game warning against the Buccaneers for tipping the ball away, not allowing the Owls to inbound, so there's a delay of game warning. Ibn Lin with the basketball for the Owls. Directing traffic at the top of the key. Cosme Almeida steps up to play him. To Amir Lin, over to Lattimore. Back to Amir Lin, over to Ibn Lin. Dribble penetration from the top of the key, which we said he's had some success with lately. Field goal attempt is no good. Jones in transition to Cosme Almeida. Tries to score at the rim. There's some contact on the play. He cannot do so. However, the Buccaneers obtain the rebound and back out top to Coit. 20 put back on the shot clock, now down to 10. Coit with the basketball, directing traffic for Atlantic Cape. Dribble drive penetration, meets Lattimore, kicks to Jones. Jones' deep three is no good. Offensive rebound by Najee Wright. His putback is no good, however, he's fouled. And I believe the foul is going to be on Jake Foley. I apologize, it is not on Jake Foley. It is on number 3, Amir Lin. That is his first. And it looks as though we have a full timeout called by the Buccaneers of Atlantic Cape. 61-53 Bucks. We'll be right back. Once again, we'd like to thank our RK Chevy group, Mr. Jim G., which is RK Chevy, Kia, and Subaru. Thanking them for helping us bring all of the sporting contests to you from the high school and collegiate level. I'd like to thank Jim G. and the RK Chevy Group. The Pack. The Pack is a sports strength and conditioning program and facility in Galloway, New Jersey. If you have a youngster out there, or if you yourself are looking to become stronger and better conditioned, contact the Pack in Galloway, New Jersey. We'd like to thank them. And again, I am Steve Westcott with BFA Sports. We thank you for watching. Kind of stretched out all over South Jersey tonight as we're coming to you here live from Hamilton Township in Mays Landing, New Jersey. Atlantic Cape Community College, where the Buccaneers are up 8 points on the Union County College Owls. There's a contest tonight between Camden High School that we are also showing on BFA Sports as they host Holy Spirit, the Spartans of Holy Spirit, in Absecon to Camden to visit nationally ranked Camden High School. So as we return to play, 7:46 left in the second half, 61-53 Bucks. Najee Wright's first free throw is up and good. And so is the second. Double-digit lead now for the Bucks. Owls inbound. The ball's in the hands of Ibn Lin. Again, facing the 1-2-2 or 3-2 zone defense of the Buccaneers. Ibn Lin with the basketball, dribbling out front, looking to dribble penetrate, which he's had some success in recent. Over to Amir Lin, back to Ibn Lin, and the brothers play catch, and Ibn Lin says, I got this one, and he drains a three from the corner. Back come the Bucks. Richard Jones with the basketball. Dribbles to the right wing, finds Najee Wright on the elbow. Out top to David Coyd, who pulls the trigger on a three of his own. That's no good. Justin Boston crashes from the corner on the baseline, collects the offensive rebound, however, unfortunately turns it over. His pass was stolen by Christopher Lattimore, who passes the ball to Ibn Lin. Guard-to-guard pass to Lattimore. Over to Amir Lin. His three-point field goal is up and no good. Good rebound by Justin Boston. Two hands, got up nice and high to complete the defensive stop with a defensive rebound. And here come the Bucks. David Coit with the basketball. Skip past the far corner to Boston, who's already made a couple threes from there and make it three of them. Justin Boston has hit 3 threes from the left-hand corner, that being the third, and the lead is back to double digits at 10, 66-56 for the Bucks. Ibn Lin with the basketball. To the right side to Amir Lin. His three-point field goal from the wing is no good. Defensive rebound for the Buccaneers. David Coit with the basketball. Dribble drive to the left hand. Kicks back to Boston. Is it a fourth three from there? No. This one's off the front of the rim. Rebound to Stefan Fontroy. Throw ahead to Amir Lin, and that ball's tipped out of bounds. However, it's tipped out of bounds by the Bucks, and the possession will remain to the Owls. McCullum comes back into the game, now checking in with 6 minutes left, the 5:59, let's call it. McCullum returning to the floor with 4 personals. He replaces Jake Foley. Defensive pressure on Amir Lin forces the travel of Amir Lin, and the ball will get turned over to the Buccaneers. Giving you a score, Camden in the second quarter with 6:19 left is beating Holy Spirit at this point 19-12. Again, in the second quarter with 6:19 left in that one. Najee Wright with the elbow jump shot, no good. Offensive rebound collected by Young. Loses control of the basketball, gathered by Najee Wright. Now back into the hands of Young to Cosme Almeida, and the Buccaneers regroup. Coit will direct traffic from just in front of us. Dribble drive with the left hand, able to get all the way to the rim and score. McCullum came over to help. However, he couldn't commit a foul. He could only help so much because the next one he's done, that would be his 5th. Coit knew that, got to the rim and scored. Fontroy skip pass to Amir Lin for 3. And we have a flop warning called by the official. Amir Lin made the 3 from the far corner and hit the floor. From our angle, we couldn't tell if there was contact, and the official gave us our answer as he called a flop on Amir Lin, and the first one of those is a warning, which is what our official, Jason Henzis, just called. 68-59, Buccaneer lead, 4:55 left, ball into the hands of Coit. Dribble drive with the right hand, takes Amir Lin to the rim and scores. What a dribble drive, because Amir Lynn is a really, really good player. And David Coit just took him at will that time to the rim and finished 70-59, 11-point lead for the Bucks. Ibn Lynn from a deep three, no good, rebound to David Coit. Buccaneers willing to take their time and use some shot clock. Use as much of the 30 as they can in order to get a good look. They hold an 11-point lead. Najee Wright with the ball, back to Coit. And we have a hand check up top on Christopher Lattimore. Coit is an awfully tough cover, and the Owls are finding that out right now as Lattimore picks up his fourth, and that is the team 10th of the second half. So everything from this point forward will be 2 shots for the Buccaneers. Uncharacteristically tonight, the Buccaneers are missing free throws, and the thing that's most uncharacteristic about it is it seems to be David Coit. I mean, from what I can gather right here, from what I recall, David Coit has missed at least 4, if not 5 free throws just in the second half alone. However, still having a really good basketball game for the Bucks, and has definitely played a role in this 11-point lead that they currently have. The second one is up and good. 4:07 left, 12-point lead for Atlantic Cape. Ibn Lynn again with the basketball, crosses the timeline. See if he looks to dribble penetrate as he has been to the top of that zone. He does. He gets by Aiden Riley, jump stop into the paint, floater to the rim, no good. Isaiah McCullum with the rebound, and him and Ansuelo Young are tied up with the basketball. We're going to have a jump ball called, and we do, and the possession arrow belongs, and the ball stays with the Buccaneers. Isaiah McCallum on the inbounds pass, up, little baby right-hand hook, no good, tipped up by Darslin. His tip doesn't go, however, he's able to collect his own rebound, and on the second putback, he gets fouled. Fouls on Ansuelo Young, that's his second, which will allow Chris Darslin, to go to the line for the Owls and shoot 2. First one is up and good. Justin Boston checks in for the Bucks. He replaces Najee Wright, and there was some good advice just given by Coach Ragland of the Bucks to Justin Boston. Said, let's not settle for jump shots. Every time we get to the rim and get fouled, we're shooting 2. So let's get aggressive and take it to the rim and not settle for jump shots, which is really good advice from the head coach to Justin Boston. Richard Jones with the basketball. Gets just inside the three-point line, pulls up with a jump shot, and knocks down a deep 2. Richard Jones for 2. 3:31 left. 13-point lead for Atlantic Cape. Ibn Lynn to the wing to his brother Amir Lynn, and he drains a 3 from right in front of his own bench. 73-63, Buccaneers. Coit with the basketball, who crosses the timeline. To the corner to Boston, back up top to Coit. Coit looking to dribble penetrate, takes it with the right hand, gets into the center of the paint. Fadeaway jump shot, fadeaway 10-footer is no good. Rebound collected by Ibn Lynn, and he's fouled on the rebound. Got fouls on 13 White, that's Ansuelo Young. His 3rd, team 6th. So the Owls are not in the 1-and-1 yet. It'll be their possession with 3:02 left. Looking to cut into a 10-point lead, seeing if they can make a run down the stretch here. Atlantic Cape looking to hold them off. Stefan Fontroy to Ibn Lynn, to Amir Lynn, back to Ibn Lynn, who takes a deep 3. That's no good. Rebound to Justin Boston, now into the hands of Jones. 10-point lead for the Bucks. They're looking to get off of this little bit of a losing streak. They've lost 2 in a row coming into this one. Looking to stop that drought. Richard Jones with a really good move. Dribble drive with the right hand. Floater as he went to the baseline. Off glass for 2 was Richard Jones. 12-point lead now. Little floater pass from Ibn Lynn to Stefan Fontroy as he gathers and collects and receives the pass. He steps on the sideline out of bounds, turning the basketball over to the Bucks. 2:20 left in this one. David Coit brings it up for the Buccaneers. Dribble drive with the right hand. Kick to the corner to Justin Boston, and down that goes. He made 3 from the corner near us. This time he drains 1 from the far corner. That's 4 second-half threes for Boston, and that lead is now grown to 15 with 2 minutes left. Atlantic Cape in control of this one. Fauntleroy with a deep for 3 from right in front of his bench, and he answers the call there as down goes Fauntleroy's 3. Richard Jones with the basketball. Looking to dribble drive with the right hand. Sets back up at the top of the key. He takes a 3. That's no good. He tips his own rebound off the floor to Ansuelo Young. Ansuelo Young to the rim and scores. Good hustle by Richard Jones, who missed his 3-point field goal. Tipped his rebound, however, to Ansuelo Young, who's capable of finishing at the rim. And speaking of finishing at the rim, that was Ibn Lynn, who finishes in the other direction at the rim for the Owls. 80-68. Atlantic Cape. Coit with the basketball. Dribble drive to the right hand. Dishes to Ansuelo Young, who jams it home. Ansuelo Young with the dunk, but unfortunately he shuffled the feet prior to the dunk, trying to get his feet set in order to dunk it. Turnover violation by Ansuelo Young gives the ball back to the Owls. Fauntleroy throws the ball back up top, and this is going to be a backcourt violation. Fauntleroy was looking to get the ball back to Latimer. Latimer was moving towards the wing rather than the top of the key, thus the turnover. We're under a minute with 59.3 left. There's 20 seconds on the shot clock. Possession to the Bucks. Jones with the basketball being covered by Lattimore. Dribble drive to the foul line, kick back out to Justin Boston. Field goal attempt, 3-point field goal attempt from the top of the key is no good. Throw ahead pass to Isaiah McCollum for the Owls. Dribble drives into the paint. Put up is no good. Jones with the basketball. Shot clock is basically even. We have a foul called on the play. Foul was on number 15, Christopher Lattimore, which is his 5th, and he will exit the game with those 5 fouls. Coming into the game is number 25, Chaz Cadmus for the Owls of Union County. Number 20, Cameron Johnson will also enter the game. Leaving the contest is Lattimore with the 5 and Isaiah McCollum. Jones makes the first as he was fouled in transition on the far side of the floor. 81-68, 27 seconds left. Jones makes the second. Coach Ragland instructing his players to not foul. Cadmus 3-point field goal from the corner is no good. Jones collects the rebound, and this one will probably be dribbled out. He crosses the timeline, and that's where he'll stop and do so. 82-68. The 2-game losing streak for the Buccaneers of Atlantic Cape is over as they're going to win here tonight in Mays Landing in Pitney Hall. That's the final buzzer. The final score is the Buccaneers of Atlantic Cape 82, the visiting Owls of Union County 68. We'll return for a game's recap in just a minute.
You'll find the hottest and latest trends in affordable luxury and suburban streetwear at Avenue Black in the Deptford Mall. Their in-house designs, Avenue Black, Urbane, and designed by Charles J, have seen a significant rise in notoriety. Rocked by everyone from Swizz Beatz to Paige Hurd and Romeo Miller, you'll love the affordable high-end boutique store that houses all the best designs, edgy styles, and limited editions at Avenue Black.
We live in a community that cares. We make sure everyone eats, everyone plays, everyone stays warm, and everyone is protected. We support our youth in organizations that teach the value of community and self-worth. We make strides against breast cancer every day. Together, in this community, we make a difference. RK Chevrolet, RK Kia, and RK Subaru, proudly serving our community since 1982.
It's so easy. They basically said, look, you can get a no money down lease. Sunrun comes in, puts in the panels, puts in the batteries, takes care of everything. And the price that you pay for your electricity is going to end up being cheaper than what you're going to get from the utility. So to my mind, it's a no-brainer. I actually can't wait to go out and tell my friends about this.
You'll find the hottest and latest trends in affordable luxury and suburban streetwear at Avenue Black in the Deptford Mall. Their in-house designs, Avenue Black, Urbane, and designed by Charles J, have seen a significant rise in notoriety, rocked by everyone from Swizz Beatz to Paige Hurd and Romeo Miller. You'll love the affordable high-end boutique store that houses all the best designs, edgy styles, and limited editions at Avenue Black.
We live in a community that cares. We make sure everyone eats, everyone plays, everyone stays warm, and everyone is protected. We support our youth in organizations that teach the value of community and self-worth. We make strides against breast cancer every day. Together, in this community, we make a difference. RK Chevrolet, RK Kia, and RK Subaru, proudly serving our community since 1982.
It's so easy. They basically said, look, you can get a no money down lease. Sunrun comes in, puts in the panels, puts in the batteries, takes care of everything. And the price that you pay for your electricity is going to end up being cheaper than what you're going to get from the utility. So to my mind, it's a no-brainer. I actually can't wait to go out and tell my friends about this.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Pitney Hall here on the campus of Atlantic Cape Community College, home of the Buccaneers. With us tonight is Coach Ragland of the Buccaneers. Coach, well done this evening as you come out on top 82-68.
Yeah, it's a good feeling to get back in the winning column. We struggled the last two games. We even struggled a little bit tonight due to injuries and everything that we're going through, but we'll be all right.
Yeah, you guys hung in there. I said it's gonna taste pretty good tonight. Unfortunately, losing two in a row, but getting back on the winning side of things.
Yeah. I mean, those losses hurt us in Region 19, conference that we got coming up, seeding wise. But we won tonight, so that gives us a share of the GSAC. If Brookdale has a couple more games and. It's up to them now. We just sitting on our hands and see if we can win this GSAC tonight.
Right. Tell us what you like about the complementary of your players or the camaraderie of your players. We all know about your backcourt, right? We know David Coit is as legit as they come.
Right.
Richard Jones is really, really good himself.
Right.
But when the Bostons get involved and the Najee Wrights get involved, things of that, and they click off each other. Tell us what's that like and how that came about.
Well, if they play as a team, we hard to beat. All my teams we had 5 or 6 players averaging double figures. So if teams is going to double Rich and David Coit, we're gonna need the other guys to step up, such as Boston was hitting big shots tonight. We're trying to get him to attack the basket a little more because he's so athletic. Then Najee is just a threat. Sway Young's a threat. Sway kind of like confidence was shook a little bit this game, but with all 5 of them and then Cosme, he's just the unsung hero of this team.
Yeah, he really is, and that's what I meant by the the team chemistry.
Yeah.
Everyone knows of Coit and Jones, but when Boston gets involved the way he did of shooting, and Cosme Almeida all night tonight was all over the floor for you.
All over, yes.
He just does so many things well.
Yeah, we try to keep. We're a family program, so that's where it really started at, because these guys eat together, sleep together, hang out together. We in the gym all day, so it comes. We kind of like, transition on the court with it. But I just wish all our guys was here. The whole season. We put together a good team this year, and it's just a family affair. And we're happy that we have 6 players that can all score in double figures.
Right, correct. And it's neat to see that it's a family affair, because we know you have some kids from all over the basically East Coast, really.
Yeah.
Right? Cosme Almeida's from where? Colorado.
He's from Denver, Colorado.
Right. And I saw there was who's from Silver Springs, Maryland.
That's Justin Boston. And
right.
And Sway Young is from South Carolina. and then a couple of other guys, South Carolina, and we have them all over. Even my recruiting from next year is all over.
Right.
We have 4 or 5 guys signed already. So
we're back to the winning ways tonight. Tell us what's next for the Buccaneers of Atlantic Cape.
We got 6th ranked Montgomery County in Pennsylvania. That's going to be our final regular season home game. It's a tough battle. They only lost 1 game all year long. We looking for the challenge. We're looking to go up there and make some noise, and we know they're going to be eyeing on Coit and Richard Jones, but we coming with some new things that we know other teams have been plotting on us this year.
Right.
So I put in some new plays these last couple of days. So we probably pull them out there going into the regional finals.
Right. Well, we really appreciate you taking 5 minutes to join us tonight.
We appreciate you guys.
With Steve Westcott with BFA Sports and Coach Ragland, 82-68 is your final. Atlantic Cape Buccaneers on top of the Union County College Owls. Take care, all.
Thank you.